President Trump still, to this day, continues to be labeled the enemy of democracy by mainstream media and the Democratic Party. The shooter has been apprehended. He is alive. The FBI is currently investigating, but can we trust them? Joining us now, Roger Stone, political advisor, close friend of President Trump, and author of The Man Who Killed Kennedy, The Case Against LBJ. Roger, welcome.
Thank you. You know, because I wrote a book about the Kennedy assassination and documented the fact that the Secret Service very clearly stood down on President John F. Kennedy, and I'm writing a book currently about the attempted assassination of Ronald Reagan, in which I'm going to make a documented case that the same thing transpired. It disturbs me that we don't even have the answers regarding what happened in Butler, Pennsylvania, just weeks ago. Every week we seem to learn more troubling things about that situation, but no answers. I was among those who predicted that there would be a second assassination attempt on the president based on actual biblical teachings and prophets who pointed out that the book of Samuel 1, the story of two kings, in which Joe Biden would be Saul and the president would be David. Well, Saul tries to kill David 3 times with a javelin. If so, I think that this was going to happen. What's outrageous is why? And the answer is not Donald Trump or anything he has done, but the overheated rhetoric of the left, those who churn out hate at MSNBC, like Joy Reid, who tries to claim that, oh, no one really shot at President Trump in Butler, or Chris Matthews, who says reporters will be put up against a wall and shot. Trump, he's like Hitler. He would be a dictator. He'll cancel the Constitution. He'll sign a federal abortion ban. That's not even true. So those who are responsible for this atmosphere of hate, they want to blame guns or they want to blame Donald Trump when, in fact, they should be blaming themselves.
Oh, they're absolutely behind this, if not for, there's an earlier guest, we were talking about how this is a stand-down conspiracy. It goes to very much the books that you have written already, talking about, when you've invited a scenario where madmen can take action, don't imagine that madmen won't take action. And that's completely taking out any other nefarious plots that could be in play here. Now, going back to the suspect, Ryan Routh, they're trying to portray him as some Republican. He's donated to Democrats 19 times. Well, where's this story coming from, that he's somehow a Republican?
Yeah, it's disinformation from best I can tell. The point, of course, is if he was in Ukraine, then he's known to our national security people. If he was recruiting there, he is known to them. We don't know if he acted alone. We don't know if he has Confederates. We know that the man they tell us is the shooter in Butler, Thomas Matthew Crooks, is seen talking on a cell phone. Talking to whom? Mm-hmm. I mean, that would make it kind of logical that he may have had Confederates, but the FBI tells us they can't break the encryption on his phone. I think this becomes very clear. Donald Trump poses an existential threat to the established order, and those who are trying to rush headlong into war in Ukraine and Russia by telling NATO, yes, you can use long-range U.S.-supplied missiles to hit targets deep inside Russia. Putin, who I'm not an apologist or a fan of, but has made it very clear that that's a line in the sand for him. So anyone who opposes this drive to war, or anyone who seeks to correct their distorted description of who Donald Trump is and what he stands for, is an existential threat. The brighter his prospects look to be reelected, the more apoplectic and hysterical and potentially reckless his enemies get.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.